Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So in this video I wanted to do something a little bit different. I don't normally do like these reacts type of videos. I like to do like a lot of informational stuff, but this is, I kind of feel like this is a little bit informational as well. I found this video called Misleading. I Go on a Rant by Mr. PC101. It was fantastic. I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about my side of it and his side of it as we watch this video. This is kind of going to be a live one. This is not going to be like an edited cut up type of thing for me. I just want to watch it and kind of talk about what he goes into on this. All right, so this is just an opinion. This is just his opinion. Remember guys, everybody has a different opinion about, you know, Star Citizen the game and what they're doing and things like that. But yeah, let's dive into this real fast.
Hello there. So I'm going to be upfront with you guys. This is probably going to be an incredibly negative video, very salty. I'm going to be channeling my angry Scotsman in this video. I kind of feel like I have to get this off my chest because it's really been irritating me during the whole Evocati and the PTU1 wave.
I feel him.
There was a thing that happened about a week or two ago which really irritated me, which we'll get into. And then there was a tweet today from Dev responding to...
So just for information guys, I don't follow along with a lot of the Spectrum stuff or like tweets and things like that. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I just don't have the time. Have a normal, you know, 40-50 hour a week job, so I have a few hours in the evening or a couple hours in the evening, and then, you know, time on the weekend and extra time I get, like, you know, on breaks and things like that. So yeah, as much as I'd love to follow more and even super close to it, I just time.
Video on Twitter that Expat Brett did, and that's kind of triggered me to make this video because I'm kind of really peed off. So a little feedback being that I am very much suffering from a medical condition called loot goblinitis. Basically, if it ain't nailed down, I'm having it. Like, I don't need any of the stuff in this loot box. I don't even need the loot box, but I'm still going to take it.
Absolutely.
So when they announced at CitizenCon that we'd be able to get persistent hangers and be able to decorate those hangers, I was super excited for that. I mean, other than the Jesus server meshing tech, this is definitely my top 3 things in Star Citizen I was looking forward to. And then once we got it in Evo, I was kind of disappointed that, like, the 2 things I saw right after CitizenCon, I said it straight after CitizenCon, and I've talked to people, mentioned it to other people, was the fact that you have 2 problems. You have the physics system does not allow you to stack objects on another object, which is
absolutely
not,
right.
Which is
it absolutely does not. Like this,
it has its
yeah,
physics.
That
so,
doesn't
like,
happen
stuff
in the game.
boxes you can push around.
Not even
you
close,
start
guys.
putting physical objects on top
not
of other
even
physical
close.
objects. That's
Tested
a no-go.
it.
It's going to start freaking out.
Like this right here. So I'm gonna stop it right here. I know he's talking, but like these like missiles and stuff. I don't know if you've ever tried to stack missiles, but I've played around with it a little bit, and yeah, this ain't happening. You can't get these boxes to stay like this. I've tried it multiple times. Even like in the middle of a planet, like I've taken like 8 SCU boxes like out of a ship in the middle of a planet, so it's not even around anything, it's just on the ground, right? And tried to do this, and it's still it's impossible in general, not just inside this hangar.
It can eventually settle and stay, but it's very, very buggy. And as soon as you go above like 2-3 items on one another, that's just straight up a no-go. And then the other issue was going to be that I saw was your ship engines. If you ever went to SPK and you fly outside SPK, all the items outside blast around inside SPK, which is crazy. It's supposed to be an airtight box. Or if you went down to a Crash Caterpillar site, when you're going into land, you can see all the little one SU, not the little boxes, fly all over the floor. So it's like, well, as soon as I come into land or take off from my hangar, isn't all my decorations just going to go flying around into the corner? I'm like, okay,
well, for me, see, yes, they are going to go flying around because they're trying to do realistic physics, right? And I get that we have cargo boxes that lock to a grid, and you can consider that some sort of like kind of magnetic thing because of the ship and the grid boxes on the ship. Like, I get that. It'd be the same as like you know, real life, a plane, and you're strapping down cargo that stays there, or it stays there on these pallets that are locked down. So I kind of get that, but just randomly placing objects, I think, around your hangar, for me, it's not, this isn't anything that like upsets me, because I mean, I assumed it was going to fly around, right? Like, I get in the videos, and that's the thing about these videos, right? They're super misleading. You got all this stuff stacked around that, you know, like you're going to be able to stack, okay, I use this ship and I use these missiles all the time, and I like to spam these missiles. So I'm going to go ahead and buy all these missiles and stack them way up in a pallet, like right outside the hangar bay. I can just land my ship and then do no. That ain't that. It was very misleading on that. Absolutely, 100%. You just that is not happening right now.
Well, I'm sure they will resolve those issues before we get it. And 9 months later, I think it's 9 months later, SCL put out this video, and I'm like, yo, this is amazing.
That was ridiculous. Like as soon as I saw that video, I remember watching it. I remember sitting in front of the computer going, yeah, that's not happening. Like you cannot stack like all these boxes. It's just that's not happening. You just cannot do that. Um, I knew they weren't working on the physics engine. I feel like if they would have said, "Hey, we're doing this and the hangar's going to have different physics or it's going to have different interaction than it would outside your hangar," I think it would have been a lot more believable, but they didn't say that. They just said they were adding, the ability to do these items.
I love this. This is exactly what I want. But being that I've played Evo when they made this video, I know this is complete and utter BS. Like I said, you can't stack stuff on top of one another. It's a physical item. You can't put stuff on table easily. That they'll start rattling around and shaking. The more stuff you put on that table, the worse it's going to get. This feels incredibly misleading. Now, I know SEL,
it's 100% misleading.
They want to advertise a feature and they want to do it at the best case scenario, like the top of the range thing, but it kind of has this negative effect that you're setting expectations.
I don't feel like it's top of the range
when you're actually kind of delivering way down here, and you were never going to go up here. You were hoping that that's like the best case scenario, where this kind of feels misleading.
That is so
this
cool.
is like when you go to a fast food
kind of
vending place, and you look at the board,
and this is hilarious. I mean, this is perfect. I mean, he couldn't have done it better than this.
Flat ass pancake thing that looks like somebody's
sat
on.
Exactly.
It feels so misleading.
What we have been getting.
It's like it's obviously not negative. It's not maliciously misleading. They're showing best case scenario. So whenever I watch ISC, it's like I always see stuff.
And
like
I
this,
agree with him.
That's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. They're just trying to put their best foot forward. But
it's like they always say, right? It's what we want to do. It's what we want it to be. And that's true. And that they are working on it. I just think they get it to as good as they can get it without putting exponential amount of time or people on it or something like that. And then they push it out. Like, I don't know. I'm at the point in this where I think just for me, because I've been in it so long as a new player, I can see them not wanting it like this. But for me, I'm just like, dude, let's just dump every bit of feature that we can get in it, right? Let's just dump all the features and all the tech and then start sorting it out instead of trying to do it as best as you can and then it's completely broken and then people are upset. Say, hey, we're putting this feature in, it's not going to work all the way, but play around with it so we can get data on it and then let's just keep going. But I don't know, that's just that's just how I've been feeling about it lately. I'm just ready for them to make a big push.
But it still irritates me because it's kind of like you're selling this, but you're not delivering this. And I think that's why I was so really annoyed when I saw it. Kind of really angered me when I saw this.
It's terrible
video
for new players.
Like, I want this
because new players are going to see these videos and they're going to think they can do this.
Just get over it. It's only a game. And then I saw a tweet today, and it kind of really. Well, I saw a couple.
It is a game, but you don't have to misrepresent.
The tweet was the catalyst to making this video because it really. So basically, there was a.
Like this, I don't know if y'all ever tried to do this, but stacking these guns up against the wall like this and getting them to stay, yeah, good luck.
Tweet expat Brat did, which is basically she made a video that filled the ship with lots of seats.
Yes, this was
turning
cool.
Into like
this was
an
cool.
airplane
I saw
kind
this,
of thing, which is really cool. I like it.
Very
got
cool.
Quite a lot of views on it. But there was a dev who commented on it saying you're welcome, and Ian's awesome. The fact he fixed the fish tank, so the fish tank you couldn't track to beam, but now you can track to beam. Unfortunately, the other 90% of hangar decoration stuff don't work, and he kind of commented that they don't have time to do it. But basically, Expat is pointing out that the stuff that you put down will just get blasted everywhere from the engines. Basically, that you can decorate your hangar, and as soon as you fly a ship off the pad.
I don't know, this comment right here, like it says, this guy is just saying we flew the ship off in the pad, right? And then they say, haha, yeah, I was very well aware of this too. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to look into what the best option. I'm like, how long have they been planning this pad? I mean, I agree with PC101. I mean, they've been doing this, working on this. I mean, this wasn't thought of. They didn't try to figure this out like when it first went to. I mean, this was an issue in Evocati. They couldn't have tried to figure out some way to make it a little bit better. I don't know. I'm not a game developer or anything like that. I mean, he probably got pulled off by management, put on something,
Had
there's all
everything
kind of
just
stuff.
gets blown away. And he kind of comments saying, haha, yeah, I'm very much aware of this too. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to look into what the best option would be to lock them in place. But we have some ideas. It's been 9 months since Setsuko, and obviously prior
Just what
to
I
that,
said, yeah.
you must have realized this was going to be an issue. You're
Yeah,
not
they knew it was
addressing
going
it.
to
You're
be an
just going to
issue. They
ship
just
it
didn't have a
out
solution.
with the hangar decorations basically being a no-go. You're not going to really be able to decorate your hangar for the reasons I mentioned. Completely blunt, the devs at CIG are amazing, even the marketing department. So this is not a go at Ian. I just don't understand, like from an upper point of management, how you think that's a good idea to just ship it out like that. I mean, hangar decoration, any
I just don't think they
decorations
can
is a
fix it
huge
yet.
money maker. No, I say huge. I don't know.
I just don't
The
think they
fact
can
that
fix
like
it.
a
That's
mount
all.
in World of Warcraft made
I
more
feel like
money
they
than the
had
whole
ideas
StarCraft
they
2
wanted to do,
shows
but
how
they
much
just
people
can't do
like
them.
ship decorations and paints and skins.
I mean, the
like
physics
making
system.
items that you can decorate is so much less resource consuming from a company point than building this whole ship. You could
No, I kind of agree with him on a little bit on this, like on items and stuff. I know I don't want items that you have to purchase with real money. I'm not talking about that. But being able to place your own stuff and having it stay and making your place and your ship feel so much more lived in, um, I think it would be a positive just kind of across the board with the game. I think it would be something more for us to do.
you could pump all this stuff, all these decoration stuff you could make from scratch and sell on the website faster than you can make one ship. So how are you not like, how is that not a priority to get the hangar stuff, decoration stuff, the ability to decorate your hangar locked down? So
My opinion is they'd probably try to sell it for way too much money, like $20 for a coffee mug or something like that in game, and they know nobody's gonna to buy that. So I think that's why I feel like that's why they don't want to do it. I'm probably wrong on that one, but they're very dollar motivated now, even more so, and from what I've seen in the past.
you can sell stuff to make money. Anyway, I kind of want to let it there. I'm kind of getting really ranting. Right, future PC here. I realized I didn't.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna stop right here because this is where he's gonna go into like his solution stuff, which is a pretty cool idea. But I feel like they know this already, but they just can't execute it right now, or something is stopping them from executing it. I always feel like the server tick rate or something like that really affects like the placement. I feel like because of the tick rate like being so low that like the items can't find a way. I don't know. I really don't know, but it always seems like it has something to do with like desync and things like that, as well as the physics, kind of like a combination of the two. But we'll see what they do. I mean, I know they're going to work on it more, but it took them, like he said, like 9 months. I don't know what the time frame was. I have no idea, but it took them a long time to get to here, and we really don't have what they said, in the lease. Like, yeah, you can play some stuff down, but not like they showed it, right? Um, I'm gonna play around with it more, and I'm gonna try to do my own videos showing like just me working on trying to build an area and things like that, and kind of showing more of what the gameplay is. That's what I like to show. You can watch some creators who do this full time, and they can spend like they're showing a mission, and they do like maybe they do the mission 18 times to get that perfect flow through of that mission. Well, I had this channel, you won't see that. You're gonna see real gameplay, like actual gameplay, because I just don't have the time to make these perfect videos of things working absolutely perfect, and that's definitely not how I want to show the game. I've already tried to get 3 people into this game, like personal friends, and I haven't been able to get anybody to stick around because of, I mean, they log in, and it's just like, okay, so we just go out here and do these missions and make money, and that's it, and buy ships. That's all there really is. And you're like, well, yeah, technically. I mean, the most fun I have is when you're playing with orgs and you make your own gameplay, but I get the point when like a new player comes in. So I don't really know across the board as a whole, like how long do how long, like players who have been coming in since let's say 2020, how long have they been, how long do they actually stick around? So they buy their starter ship packages, maybe they buy another ship. How long do they continue to play? They play for a few months and then they just leave, and then they start being like kind of like the rest of us. They're watching the development and stuff like that. I'm just really ready for some more gameplay. I want something to do. I want something let's call it meaningful gameplay. I want meaningful gameplay. Like I want a reason to do something. I want a reason to move this cargo, a reason to salvage these ships. Like what can I do with these construction materials? Can it help build something? Can it help build a project? Is that going to be part of the base building? You know, are you going to be able to like kind of Subnautica where you just click and you have your materials, or are you actually going to have to like be more interactive with it? It's going to be fun questions to see get answered later, but you know, I think we're years down the road for that. You know, base building, I really think base building is like years away. I think like at the minimum 2 years for that. I know people got really excited when they saw that, but I don't think it's coming for a while. But yeah, guys, I really just wanted to talk about these items particular since I was kind of in the middle of making a video on it. Let me know what you think. Do you like the talking videos? Do you like the informational videos? The the reacts videos? I don't normally do reacts. I like to do more informational stuff about the game because I think it's a cool. I still think it's a cool project. I still think I know what they want to do. You know, unfortunately, marketing, business, money making gets in the way of a lot of that, and I'd love to see that change in the past. But you know, I think they're too big and they're too far now. So my only next biggest item would be I just hope that Squadron 42 doesn't let us down. You know, they're showing us these beautiful cutscenes. I just hope that what we're seeing isn't kind of what we see with this patch. You know, it's worrisome. But thanks, guys. Thanks for the support as always. If you like what I had to say, let me know. Let me know how what you guys think. You know, everybody has a different opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear, you know, where you think the game is actually going. Do you guys still think they're gonna finish this? What about Citizen Con? And do you think they're gonna blow up Citizen Con and it's gonna be this crazy thing, or you think that it's gonna be another, you know, 2023 letdown? Just let me know. As always, guys, appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.